Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while. It's been Thanksgiving weekend, holidays. I didn't get a chance to do that many meetings. I should, but I did. Had a lot of food. I sure got some weight to get off me for this past Thanksgiving Day. I figure I might as well start off with, with the second half of step one, which talk about the unmanageability. So, I hope all of y'all had a fantastic Thanksgiving or spirit of giving or around your family members, your friends. And let's start off this show. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, AA directory. Let's dive into that step one. See, for the last couple of months, I've been sharing the physical malady, the first half of step one, admitting that I'm powerless over my body, and I also been admitting that I'm powerless over my mind. Do you remember the time when I had this caution tape on me? But now, we got to talk about putting the caution tape in another area. Like all around, the unseen. What's in the unseen? The unseen. See, it say we admitted we were powerless over alcohol, and that our lives, do you know the way I was running my life, had become unmanageable. But in CA, Cocaine Anonymous, we say we admitted we are powerless over cocaine and all mind-altering substances. And then you got a dash, and that our lives have become unmanageable. See, and they have a dash in between mind-altering substances, because everything to the addict in Cocaine Anonymous and in some of the other anonymous groups, they start off step one with a different title, whether it's compulsive or overeaters or nicotine anonymous. They all have a different version of the way step one starts and ends differently. So, what is the unmanageability? See, and when you fellowship a lot, you know that the unmanageability is from within. Within what? Those unseen emotions. So I looked in this old ancient dictionary of mine, and I highlighted emotions, number one, an affective state of consciousness in which joy, sorrow, fear, hate, or the like is experienced. Then they have a parenthesis. See, these are all the things that my sponsor was showing me with these parentheses really mean something. And it's distinguished from cognitive and volitional state of consciousness. So, that's why the second half of step one, this is where we treat the spirit, this emotional unmanageability from within me, to be of service, because it has been corrupted with the first half of step one. The body and the mind were just totally out of order, out of whack. The unmanageability within me before alcohol and drugs was a lot of things that I could not in these parentheses, distinguished from my cognitive emotions. Consciously, I couldn't, some things I just couldn't accept. Failure, which is a form of fear, and then it can stem from hating the fact that I got a whooping or a punishment or anything. Hating the fact that I broke up with my girlfriend, my friends are talking about me, or have fear of, and I'm talking about them when I shouldn't be talking about. So all this unmanageability from within me started way before I picked up the first drink, the first hit, the first joint, the first cake, the first ice cream. Probably before the first drink and stuff, I probably used to treat it in other ways. And I do remember how I used to treat it in arcade games. Asteroids, Miss Pac-Man. It was always some way to escape dealing with the unseen within my emotional. So I look at the spirituality within me, this unmanageability within my emotions that has been corrupted, and it's a deep-seated malady that where it has sorrow, it has joy, it has all these unseen emotions that I couldn't tie into, like all those other relapses. Some of the relapses was based on I couldn't find a job quick enough. I'm not feeling amped up to really look for employment. And then I have this fear of buying down, going to work for family members and stuff, because by me going back, my ego was telling me things like, edging God out, ego, that, oh shit, they're going to laugh at me. So, that's fear. They're going to laugh at me. He done talked all that mess that he can find this and do that, and none of it happened. So that's why I put this cautious tape around me, because in the unseen, I was never cautious enough to distinguish what is going on with me as a young, black, African-American man growing up. Why isn't I'm accomplishing certain things, and I'm comparing myself to other people that do not live in my household, let alone, I don't even know if they even comparing their lives to me, but the outlook was, I think they is. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, because before we go forward, that's how we look at fellowship. Inside the rooms of recovery, outside the rooms of recovery. And it's a whole lot of churches and clubs and all of them places, and Lion clubs, elk clubs, motorcycle clubs, community centers. We all have some sort of rules or guidelines that can enable us to have, a culture to live by, some standards. So we admitted we were powerless over alcohol or cocaine and all mind-altering substances, and that our life has become unmanageable. So get back with me. Remember to click that subscribe button, that like button. Tell your friends. Share this video. Share this video right on your Facebook page, Instagram page. Just share it, because we have more to come. And remember, be cautious. When you go behind enemy lines, because the idle mind, like in the other video, is the devil workshop. But within the unmanageability within me, which is steep and seated. My emotions have been diluted with drugs and alcohol, so recovery was necessary because the band-aid of drugs and alcohol became loose. And a lot of these emotions and turmoils start slipping out. Where, at the end, MC was like crying, feeling sad, talking to myself, hearing voices. The voices I was hearing was really just a lot of the wreckage of my past. So recovery is about going forward one day at a time. And with that, until next time, peace. Love you.